everybody. So my name is Megan Williams. I am the CEO of Visions by Flavis, and me and my husband own the business. I decided to start the business because I'm really passionate about art. That's something that I've been passionate about since I was a little girl, and I just wanted to share that passion with all of you. And I'm kind of nervous because I've never done this before, I've shared it before, but I've never talked to people about it. And so this is my first YouTube video. I decided to just make it a voiceover while I show y'all the time lapse of me creating the most recent piece that I did for me and my husband for Valentine's Day. I was very happy with the way that this turned out because, I've drawn my husband before, and it was while we were dating. We had a little date where we just doodled with each other, and I just drew him sitting there, and I was really proud of how I was able to capture all of his features successfully. So this was very important to me because it was a drawing of one of our photos. So what I did was combine a couple of photos from our wedding. We got married on October 8th, so we're still very newlyweds. And it's still kind of surreal to me that I'm a whole wife out here in these streets, y'all. It's crazy to me, but I love him so much, and I'm so happy to be married to the love of my life. He's such a sweetheart, such a teddy bear, as y'all can see. But yeah, this is I referenced one of my favorite photos of us, and I'll probably insert it in the corner somewhere. But yeah, this took quite a while. I was up pretty late the night before Valentine's Day. That's one thing that I do need to work on, is my time management when creating all of these things. But yeah, so I guess I'm just gonna talk to y'all and let y'all know what's going on with me. As of right now, I am a full-time entrepreneur, which is crazy to me because I never thought that I would just be working for myself. But I really took that leap of faith and just decided to focus fully on me and my husband and our business. And I'm so happy that I made that decision. Of course, we're going through some growing pains because we're still a fairly new business. So kind of building up that clientele has been a little bit of a struggle, but I fully trust that God will guide us through growing our business and help us to be successful. We just have to keep putting the work in and just do the very best that we can. But yeah, I'm super excited about this new journey. It's going to be really dope. I'm really, really excited. I can't wait for y'all to see how our business develops throughout the time to come. So yeah, and I guess what I will say is things that I'm happy about for this piece and things that I wish I would have done differently. And I guess I'll start with the negative. So things I wish I would have done differently is I wish I would have just chose a font or inserted a text rather than just drawing everything out, because it seems so, now that I'm looking at it, it seems so unnecessary that I drew all of the text out versus just inserting text like a script font. And if I wanted to add cute little features like hearts for the dots for the eyes, I could have just drawn that in and just erased the regular dots. But you live and you learn. That's one thing that I would have done differently for this piece. The one thing that I'm happy about with this piece is how I portrayed my husband and me. I feel like I did a really good job, especially with the reference photos that I chose, and me being able to combine both of those in the way that I did I was very, very pleased with the way that I captured both me and my husband in this photo. And I do still struggle a little bit when it comes to like contours and highlights. That is something I'm still actively working on, is how to successfully do the contours and the highlights and, you know, capture the correct skin tone for people. And so the more I practice, I feel like the better I'll get, but that is still something I'm very, very uncomfortable with still. But I do feel like the more that I do it, I'm getting better. So I'm very happy with that. And then also finding a smooth process for doing portraits. Also, like, sometimes I find myself not following the same procedure when creating portraits, if that makes sense. Like, sometimes I don't know if I want to do outlines, and then other times I will decide to do outlines when doing coloring, especially when filling things in with color. I don't know if I want to keep the outlines or not, so I'll just kind of wing it. So I do want to try and start to develop a regular process for, you know, completing all of the works that I do create. And I'm trying to think. Be sure in the comments to let me know like what y'all like about the piece, what like suggestions that y'all have, anything you think I could have done better, like your favorite your favorite part of the process from what you see here. I just was really vibing pretty much for the most part, and I tried to make sure and I feel like I'm also like developing my style as well. I feel like it's kind of like a realistic / illustrative style. So yeah, I'm happy with how my style is developing as an artist. One of my art friends on Instagram, her name's Ray of Sun. Y'all be sure, Ray of Sun 83. Y'all be sure to give her a follow on Instagram, and she also has a YouTube channel as well. She's really, really dope. So yeah, she told me that she can see my style that's starting to develop. I don't see it yet. I think I kind of see it, but I'm not quite sure. So I am excited to see how my style as an artist continues to develop as time progresses. But yeah, I'm just super happy with how much I've grown in digital art, because I started doing digital art. I started doing it consistently within like the past 1 to 2 years, but I really started like the first time I ever did digital art was in 2020-ish, I believe, like either 2019 or 2020. And after I saw my first digital drawing, I was like, oh, this is horrible. I'm never going to do this again. But then I just stepped out on faith, and then I started following another digital artist by the name of Individual. His name is his actual name is David, but on Instagram his Instagram handle is Individual. And so I saw the way that he like does some of his drawings, so I started to try and practice some of the methods that he used to create his drawings, and I started to find it more enjoyable. So that kind of got me into digital art a little bit more, and from there I just started to try and explore what I liked and what I didn't like. Some of the methods that I saw on Instagram kind of helped me to become more comfortable with doing digital art. And then from there I was like, okay, I can do this. I can definitely do this, because I now that I am in it, I definitely prefer digital art versus traditional art, like the pen to paper. I always called it pencil to paper art. I definitely prefer digital art over the pencil to paper art. Some people might disagree. I completely understand why. Like, people love getting their hands dirty. I am not that type. I am like, when you think of a girly girl, my face is probably in the dictionary next to the definition of a girly girl. I do not like getting my hands dirty at all. So digital art is, I feel like, perfect for me, because not only do you not have to pay for materials, you do not have to worry about getting your hands dirty. So that is a plus, a double plus for me. So yeah. And here, the one thing I do want to start working on as well is like the realism of jewelry and, you know, little details like that. I wish I would have captured how my crown actually looked, because I was extra. I had to be extra on my wedding day. I wore a crown and everything. So I definitely wish I would have captured the realism of that more. But yeah, ultimately I do think I did very well with this piece. Y'all, please be sure to let me know in the comments what you liked, what you didn't like. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And yeah, I will definitely catch y'all in the next video. And yeah, y'all stay safe and God bless.